Hey everybody, focus. It's me. I'm here. I'm back. It's been a crazy couple of months, it feels like, of work. So I've been kind of on and off here. Haven't had a chance the past week or so to watch too many videos. Been working weekends and stuff too. But today we managed to make it to the comic shop, Lillian and I. And I now have a good solid 2 weeks off at least, maybe a little bit more, which will be great. And next week we're doing our yearly family camping trip, which I'm really excited about. But I wanted to share some comics with you. First thing is from our good friend here on YouTube, Rez, who I made mention of in a video before. And if you don't know her videos and you haven't seen her videos, be sure to check them out. I see, especially from her, I'm really behind on videos from her. I think like a good 6 or 8 videos. So she's a big fan of this series, and she had doubles of this issue and was kind enough to message me and said that she'd send it out to me. This is called Automatic Kafka, and it's by Joe Casey and Ashley Wood. Issue number 4. I don't remember how many issues this, I believe it was a mini series. Was it 6? Was it 8? I can't remember. Anyway, she always talks very highly of this, and I have it on my list to keep my eyes out for. But she was kind enough to send me one of the issues to get me started, which is great. I love the art in this one. I do appreciate Ashley Wood's style. I'm not a huge fan of his, but this is really great. I really like the looks of this one quite a bit. And what little I know of Joe Casey, I do enjoy as well. So should be an interesting matchup here. Look at those pages. Love it. It's great stuff, man. Thank you very much, Rez. That's awesome. I love it. It got here in one piece, you'll be glad to know. It didn't get damaged. It was slightly bent or curled, I guess, but nothing major. Surprisingly good shape. This is Lillian's book. As soon as we walked into the store, she wanted to go straight to look for ponies. And she was telling me that there was apparently a small book of ponies, and I didn't realize that there was. I said, no, I think it's just the issues. She walked around the store, got my attention, and lo and behold, she knows. I see upstairs that she does have another from this series, number 1. This is issue number 5 here of a little collected book. So maybe her mom got that for her, I can't remember. Either way, she loves the ponies. She's all about ponies these days. So as soon as we got back in the car, she started flipping through it, and she was extremely happy, which was great. So I'm glad she's excited about reading, regardless of what it is. And then I picked up some things for myself. Surprise, surprise. A couple issues behind on Madballs. So this is issue number 3 and issue number 4. Both fantastic covers. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. So they always have a little bit of a spotlight on the artists featured in the book. Jimmy Gigerich and Jesse Ballmer, who's a name that I'm familiar with. He does work on Adventure Time, and then also does some comics himself too. And in this one, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on those suckers. And this one is pretty interesting. They have the second of a little 2-part thing about the secrets of the orbs, the Madball 6 series and beyond. They talk to a couple of the people who were originally involved with the 80s toy, and they have some design sketches and things like that, which is very cool. And the artists in this are Matt Crabbe, who's done some work on The Humans. And then Jenny Zeik, so there you go. And really cool stuff. And this is the big thing that I know that I'm going to love about this series, is all these crazy ass artists that they get involved in it. This is great stuff. So yeah, very cool. I'm really glad to be back on board with that. Both happy and saddened. The last in the Velvet series, this is number 15, at least for this volume, he has talked about, or they have talked about, doing some more in the future, but for now, this is the final issue, number 15. And again, I mean, yeah, what can I say? Larasa knows very well how much I love this book, as I know she is just as much of a fan. So great, so great. I'm hoping they do a nice kind of hardcover collected edition of it. The Vision that I'm now hooked on, this is issue number 9, and I can't wait to see what happens in this one. He was nice enough to put these aside for me. I went to Galaxy, and he was nice enough to put these aside for me. So this is She-Wolf number 1 and She-Wolf number 2, and just incredible covers. I love those covers so much. Really, really nicely designed. Upstairs they have, as I've told you before, at Galaxy, they've got graphic novels, really inexpensive graphic novels. Mixed in with that were these two that I needed to complete this little mini series, which was a very surprising find. The Spider, Reign of the Vampire King, book 2 and book 3. So that completes both of those mini series for me. Really, really glad about that. One was $2, the other was $5, which I wasn't crazy about paying, but considering the deals I end up finding for a lot of these books, every once in a while, if I gotta pay something that's a couple of dollars more than I'm comfortable with, it's not such a bad thing. And then we dipped into the back issue boxes, specifically the Strange Tales boxes. This one was too good to pass up, number 186. It was $2, and the interiors are Ditko, a very strange, plotted and illustrated by Weird Wonder Steve Ditko, lettered and bordered by Lovable Laughable Artie Simic. See, it's separated at the spine there on one of the staples, but that's okay. Has a really odd look to it. I'm not sure, so I'm assuming, does that mean that if it's bordered by, does that mean that he inked it? I guess. Yeah, I don't know what it is. There's something really unusual about the way that this looks. But like I said, it's Doctor Strange. It's $2. I gotta have it, you know. So that was pretty great. I think, did this first volume of Strange Tales just go to 187 or 1? Sorry about that. Phone died. Couldn't pass this one up. What happens with these, they have a lot of boxes behind the counter upstairs with older books and older series and stuff. The deal is, though, they're not priced. What you do is you pull out the books that you want. They go straight to the Overstreet Guide, and then they price them accordingly. Am I crazy about that? No, not really. I'm not crazy about it, but occasionally I do like to look through the boxes. I've only done it about 3 times, I think. And this was one of those days, so I had to look through their Strange Tales box and pulled out a few things, a couple that I left behind because they were just a little too pricey. This one I couldn't. It's in really nice shape. I mean, there's a crease here. There's a little bit of wear on the edge here, but the spine is pretty incredible. It's nicely centered and all that. And the cover is just incredible. Like, it's a really, really great cover. Jim Lawrence and Dan Adkins. And here we have it. A little bit of Star Trek Doctor Strange action is kind of what it reminds me of. And then there's some great pages there too. Really, really cool. Very cool colors. Really like it a lot. And then, much to my surprise as well, Nick Fury, Stanley, Jim Steranko, writer and illustrator, Bill Everett, inker, Artie Simic, letters. These 2 pages specifically really blew me away. Let's close in on those a little bit. Beautiful stuff. Still that kind of Kirby house style going on, but just amazing, amazing looking stuff. Look at that. It's mind-boggling. I really, really love it. Yeah, so this one was a couple of bucks, to say the least, but I couldn't resist. It's nice. I'm really enjoying picking up these old Strange Tales books. So number 164 on that one. And finally, one that I saw in ETA Nick's video as his favorite comic. Strange Tales number 146 with everybody's favorite Eternity. When he was flipping through the book, this one's in pretty decent shape too. A little bit of wear on the edge. This one was about 50% cheaper than this one, which was great. When he was flipping through it, the thing that caught my eye, I mean, for sure it's Doctor Strange, for sure it's Strange Tales, so those are two boxes that are ticked right away. And then of course the third being that it's an Eternity, and it's Steve Ditko, and it all comes down to these two pages right here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This kind of stuff makes me speechless, and this is exactly the reason why I love Doctor Strange and Steve Ditko and Strange Tales. These are the reasons right here. Those pages are just incredible. The Eternity character, as I've said many times before, is hands down, I think, one of the best designed characters I've ever seen. At least my favorite, anyway. Let's just say that. Let's say that it's my favorite character. Him and Kang, I think, are just incredible designs. There you go. So that's that. Really, really excited to have those two. I think I've only got about a dozen of these Strange Tales issues, but it's a pretty damn good start. That's it. Thank you. We'll talk to you.